So the real question, is me owning a gun telling God I don't trust you? That's the real question.
I think there's an answer for that. I just don't got it right now.
I think so.
I think so. Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Why?
Because, like I said, God is your protector, and especially if you're walking around carrying it, I feel like you're kind of depending on yourself to get you out that situation.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I got this gun to scare you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to freaking, because then I feel like that kind of takes away the fact of you being a man of God when it comes to like character and things like that.
Yeah.
Because if somebody comes up to you and they're like, hey, bro, give me everything you got. You know what I'm saying? Like, what would Jesus do? First of all, Jesus wasn't carrying a blick. So it's like if he pull up on you, give me everything you got. What does it say in the Bible? It says that, don't it say like if they try to rob you, give it to him or something like that?
Give it to him. And now give him something else. Give him their shirt. Give him everything.
Yeah.
But
that's in the Bible?
Nah, I say
it's something
if they
like
try
that.
to take your shirt, give him your jacket or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jesus said that?
Hmm?
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So then you got to understand, like, what is our purpose? Is to be like Jesus. So it's like, you know.
But that was that thing that you said, talking about you're dependent on yourself, like that pride.
Right.
Like the Holy Spirit's telling you not to go in this area, but you're like, oh, I got a gun. You know what I'm saying? I don't got to listen to that thought no more.
That's
and
real.
now you go down
That's
that area, that gun can't protect you no more because the Holy Spirit told you not to go down there.
Right.
And now you in there, and now
you put yourself in that
feel me?
situation.
Yeah, because that pride of having so.
Because what happened when Jesus was getting arrested? Who had the sword?
Oh yeah, Peter. Oh yeah, you live by that's what Jesus said. You said if you live by the sword, you're gonna die by the sword.
Die by the sword.
So if your natural reaction is using
violence,
a gun,
then you're gonna die by
you're
violence.
gonna die by violence.
Because Peter had the sword on him, so his instant thing was let's get to it.
Yeah.
So I would say though, I believe having a gun doesn't say I don't trust God though.
Okay.
I believe it's saying I will protect my family. Because who is God looking at to protect the family? You. So that's like, it's like this. Would you rather be a warrior in a garden or a gardener in a war? Which one would you rather be?
They both sound like that neither of them belong. Like,
well, the warrior belongs in the garden because he's at peace. He knows he's a warrior, but he doesn't need war. But the gardener is not equipped for war. At least the warrior is. He's just in the garden at peace. And what I'm saying is, what you gonna do if you do get robbed?
I mean,
what are you gonna do?
What
you gonna do though?
Like, isn't it really like the power of prayer? Like, don't you think God can provide?
Job was praying.
Huh?
Job was praying.
But that was, you know what I'm saying? That was a whole test. And he got back double what he got lost. So
yeah, but he lost something.
But he gained 2 times more.
I'm saying, but yeah, I think there's the Bible verses that's saying we're gonna get persecuted for what we believe in, which means we're gonna die.
But they don't know you're a Christian when they're breaking in.
But that's the thing. But we're gonna get persecuted. But
you're already, but you're already a target in the spirit.
Yeah.
And so I'm not saying prayer doesn't work. I'm just saying I believe you should keep that thing on you. Just because of just people in general. It's not me saying I don't trust God to protect me. That's not what that is. I don't believe me having a gun and saying, because Jesus didn't stop him from having a sword. He just said, don't live by it. But he ain't stopping from having a sword. Do you ever see Jesus rebuke him for having a sword? No, that's the same dude that walked on water with him. Now he did say, I rebuke you, Satan. No, I ain't gonna lie.
I mean, that was because he was worried about himself.
But this is the same dude that walked on water. So he had faith. He had more faith than most of the other disciples because he walked on water while the other ones hardened their heart. But he keep a sword on him. I don't think it's crazy to keep a gun, especially at your house. Now, think about it, you gonna have wife and kids, and you talking about the Lord shall protect me. That's faith. He will. But he also says protect yourself. When Jesus says,
Where you say
when
that?
someone smacks you, turn the other. When he says smack, so when someone smack you, turn the other cheek. When Jesus got smacked, what he did? He defended himself. He said, "Why you smack me? Did I lie?" He's defending himself even in that moment.
Well, he ain't fight back though.
But that doesn't. When folks hear when you get smacked, turn the other cheek, folks see that as passiveness. Jesus wasn't passive in that moment. What do you take turn the other cheek mean? What do you think that means?
I mean, just like a passive route.
I don't believe that's what they're saying. What do you believe it's saying?
Exactly what it says. Turn the other cheek.
Yeah, I think we possibly are looking at that literally.
Because when Jesus was getting beat, right?
Mm-hmm.
He didn't say a single word because it was all false testimony. But I know what you're talking about. He was like, what did he say? If I said anything wrong, then why have you hit me or something like that? So,
but he's defending himself.
Yeah, but that goes back to character. So it's not necessarily of him fighting back and oh, you swinging, I'm about to swing back. But it's like, you hit me for what? You hit me for what reason? So then that's making him like,
yeah, it gets them to start thinking about what they're doing. That makes them think about their character.
But that's not passive.
because imagine if Jesus had a blick, bro. Jesus had a freaking 9 on him, and they coming up. What if he just?
Well, he didn't need to because he had something more powerful than the blick. He had 12 legions of angels around him.
So if we got protection, why do we need protection physically? Because we supposed to be like Jesus. We're supposed to be like Jesus.
That's the thing. If we die, we going straight to heaven. So like, yeah,
okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's a win-win situation. No, it's not. But it's a win situation if we die.
That's cool. But you got to hear my other response when I said you got to protect your family.
I mean, yeah, but as a man, yeah, you definitely want to provide and cover your family. But that's more like a lot of that is spiritual though, right?
I believe it is.
I think it's spiritual and physical.
It's both. But I think that spiritual part is more important.
70-30.
Because
70 spiritual, 30 is physical. It might be 50-50.
So Tiani with you in your apartment right now, say y'all together, do you feel like you need a gun right now?
No.
Why is that?
Because the way it's set up. You can only enter the elevator through a certain way. That's the only thing. But
anything can happen though.
But why would it happen like that?
You never know.
It's just that's a different situation. It is because the way the actual apartment complex is set up, you can't enter unless you have a certain thing. I can only use the elevator if I have my phone.
Okay, what if somebody that you know that you cool with, you think y'all friends, but he got malice intent?
What does that mean?
Like
you saying he enters?
You let him in, but he like, hey, Luke.
Wouldn't that mean you should have a gun at that moment? Wouldn't you wish you had a gun in that moment? Wouldn't you wish you had a gun in that moment? Someone pull out a gun on you.
Hold up. How you gonna get the gun? He already got the gun. He already standing in front of you. Y'all looking at each other. Where you gonna go?
Okay, what if I put y'all in that position? What you gonna do? Pray?
I can't do nothing.
You just gonna pray your way out?
Hey man,
the dude's right there in front of you.
You down what my guy can do? I think my guy can protect me if he wants me to protect him. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Like, but you gotta think though, God can literally do anything. If he points a gun at you, tries to shoot, God can jam that gun, bro.
And
God can literally.
You know that happened before with me?
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Bro.
So testimony time.
Good.
Long story short, bro, I was gonna get some weed. I literally felt, don't get no weed, bro. I think I told you.
Yeah, you told us on episode 3.
Yeah. So go watch it if you really want to know. But I'm gonna say it again. Bump it. Episode. I'm gonna keep it short though. Went to go get some weed. I prayed before I went to go get the leaf. I said, Lord, just protect me and whatever's trying to attack me. I hear a laugh from God, not the enemy. I heard a laugh from God, right? He said, you noticed it, huh? And I was like, notice what? He ain't say nothing back. Get there, do it automatically at the cash register. They yelling at each other over $5. This is Baton Rouge, bro. And I'm like, I'm just trying to grab my leaf and get up out of here, bro. I don't got time for this. It's like two older men, like 50s in the 60s. And they just like, young folks, man. And they arguing back and forth. Out of nowhere, I hear, you ain't gonna pull that junk, though, boy. You beep, beep, beep. He said, what? I heard, boom. I said, oh, it's a gun. Mm-hmm. Everybody like, oh. The old man running and all that. I let them go first. That's just how I am. This dude gonna come around the cash register thing. The dude right here, let's say the door's right here, if y'all can see me. The dude runs out the door who was aggravating the cashier. He comes around the corner. I'm right here by the door. He out the door. He right there. He didn't care I was right there in the middle. He pulled that sucker, jammed. I would have got caught in that sucker. Then he go outside and he see, it was like, for some reason, it was just a fire truck outside with their lights on. He thought it was the police. Kept it pushing. But, yeah.
But that's the thing, though. Is you can say, somebody can say, okay, well, I'm in that situation where I almost got hit. I need a gun. But the thing is, though, if you was following God and doing what he said, you wouldn't be in that situation, though.
That's facts, but either way, I shouldn't have been in that situation with a gun or without it.
But you see what I'm saying? He wouldn't be there, Jonathan, if he followed the rules, though. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the first thing that came to my head.
That's facts, but
so like, so it's like, bruh, I don't think you need one, bro. Okay, because God can literally make anything happen, bro. Because I feel like if a person is there robbing you, that means you're fearing for your life, which means like, but if it ain't your time, it ain't your time.
Yeah,
no matter what.
And Jesus literally said, "Don't worry about men, because what can man do to me? Care about the man that can take away your soul."
And you see all that hypeness and confidence David puts out in the Psalms. Now, of course, there's always some sad stuff going on too, but he's always hype and he's a warrior. He knows how to use a weapon. I don't think there's nothing wrong.
Every battle he went into, it was because God said he handed them over to them.
So if you have a gun and there's someone that's trying to take your family's life, what are you doing?
God, have you handed them over to me? And I go downstairs. Have you handed them over to me, God? Then I'm gonna go downstairs.
But that's all I'm saying. It's not, I don't trust God. It's, I need to protect my family as a man. I need to protect my family. So I should keep a gun. It's nothing more to it. Because then Peter, that's what I'm saying. Peter walked on water, gang. And Peter was the main people doing ministry. Now him and Paul, of course, bumping heads. But Peter was one of the main folks that started all this jump for real, the church and all that. So we saying the main person, Peter, who carried a sword, it's like, come on. I feel like you gotta keep that thing on you, bro.
On you? I don't know about on you.
Yeah, why not?
I don't know about that.
I think I got good.
I think that's too much. Yeah, I think that's too much temptation. Yeah. To carry it on you like that.
Why are you turning into a YN once you got a gun? Why is that happening? I'm not saying you're supposed to be itching to pull it. I'm saying for emergencies.
But
then
then
you
gonna be looking for things, bro.
If you buy something, you're gonna want to use it. Like, I bought this gun. What? I ain't got no reason to use it. I'm gonna use it now because I'm intimidated, or I'm gonna say it's self-defense.
Yeah, you're gonna find situations.
Like, if you buy something, you're gonna want to use it. You don't buy nothing for no reason. If no one ever breaks into your house for self-defense, you're just gonna be looking at that gun like, dang, I only use this at a gun range.
So if
that's a good thing.
So if God told you, Luke, nobody would ever break into your house or ever try to harm you, so you gonna carry a gun?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
what, bro?
He said me, not Tiani.
Dude,
bro, that's literally with Job though.